Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, we have summer set pictures! Hey everybody, it's Nicole or Nikki Bricks here, and this morning we've just seen a bunch of images of the summer 2021 LEGO Star Wars sets, and I love them. Honestly, this wave is really good, you guys. So get ready to be excited because I really was when I saw these pictures. So I'm sure all or at least most of you have already seen images of the other two summer sets. We have the $100 Bad Batch Attack Shuttle and the $70 Darth Vader's Meditation Chamber, both of which I also really like. But I'm just gonna get into these set images right now because that's what you all really came here for. First up here we have set 75310, the Mandalore Throne and Vault. So I'll start out by saying I do like it. I do like this set. It is very small. It makes sense. I mean, it's only like 150 pieces, but honestly, there's like a lot, but there's nothing. You know what I mean? Getting the Mandalore throne is very cool. I had expected to get just a little bit more, probably some more walls. It is a cool piece, but just kind of standing on its own, like, I don't know about that. You also get the Darth Maul jail cell, which is very cool, but again, it doesn't have that window, at least not from the way that this image looks, where even if you stick the minifigure in there, I don't think you can see him, which is kind of the whole point, so I'm pretty disappointed about that, but that may change. Just from the looks of this image, it's not looking like it has that. And of course, you do get two minifigures. You get a Darth Maul and Ahsoka, and Darth Maul's printing does look very detailed and very interesting, but I'm fairly certain that he's mostly the same from what we've already gotten from Maul, and you do get the same Ahsoka that we got from the AAT set. So again, for this set, I'm not quite sure what the selling point is for you. It could be the minifigures for me. I know I personally don't have Maul, so I am excited about that, and I love the Mandalore throne idea. Given its price point, what we have makes sense, but I'm just not completely sold. There's just something missing from this, in my opinion. Next up, we have set 75311, the Imperial Troop Transport. This set retails at $40 US and is about 478 pieces. This is one that I don't think I'm going to be getting. The selling point for me is just the minifigures. You get two normal stormtroopers and a mortar trooper, as well as Grief Karga. For me, the mortar trooper is the most interesting part. He's basically just a stormtrooper with yellow paint, but I love getting stormtrooper variants. The transport itself is okay. It just looks a little bit messy, and it's not a vehicle from Star Wars that I really care too much for. I can honestly only see myself picking up this set just for those minifigures, but the design of the transport is alright. It is pretty accurate, just a little bit clunky looking. This wave definitely consisted of cheaper price points, which does mean smaller and less detailed looking sets. And you can really see that, especially with this Imperial Troop Transport. So it does look good, and I think it is pretty excellent for the price, but it's just not a particularly exciting set in my opinion. Next up, we have a set that I did not think I was gonna want, but looking at the pictures now, I am really conflicted, you guys. We have set 75312 Slave 1. So this set falls short of just 600 pieces and is $50, and what we have here is actually the Slave one from the Mandalorian TV show, and this is my problem. I thought we were going to be getting another iteration of Slave one from like Empire Strikes Back, but we've gotten a Mandalorian Slave one, and it comes with two really cool figures, and these minifigures are the selling point in my opinion. First of all, you have Boba Fett in his repainted armor from The Mandalorian. I think he's wearing his skirt, but I can't quite tell. What I really wish that they would have done with this figure actually is given him side printing, because it would have looked amazing. And as we saw on the Rachel minifigure in the New Friends apartment set, they can do that, and it does look really good. I just think it really would have made that whole look come together. He notably also does come with some really good looking arm printing. That minifigure is just really good. One thing that is giving me peace of mind is that this is probably the same minifigure that they're going to use for all of the Book of Boba Fett sets. So I may skip out on getting the Slave one, I'm not sure yet, but that is kind of my saving grace, is that I know that this minifigure will probably come back. In this set, you also get a Beskar Mando with his spear, which was a total surprise to come in this set. I think we all expected it to be yet again another Han Solo, and this was definitely better. I mean, seeing as it's from The Mandalorian, this makes sense. There are some differences if you did get the 20th anniversary set, which was the last Slave one that we did get. So the 20th anniversary set is much bigger. I have it on my shelf. It's much more detailed, and this iteration doesn't have a lot of the cooler features that that set has. Like, the cockpit looks way too small to have Boba Fett turn inside as it takes off. If you look at the image, it kind of looks like he just barely squeezes in there. The guns on this newer Slave one, though, I think might look cooler, though probably not as accurate. In general, this Slave one is just more pointy and less clean and rounded looking, but with that price and those minifigures, it makes sense and it's definitely still desirable. In fact, it's much more desirable than I even expected it to be. Next up, we have the set that I think most people were really excited for, and that is set 75315, Moff Gideon's Cruiser. So this set retails at $160, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't love it as much as I thought I would. In my opinion, the bridge is the best part, and even that looks a little bit clunky and kind of off. There's just something about this ship, it just doesn't quite look like I had expected it to. It has a couple of spring-loaded shooters that look pretty bad. They're just too obvious. I mean, the way that they stick out of the end like that looks not good. The cannons are pretty cool, but I think that they're too big. I don't really know what's going on. Something about this is just off to me. I'm just not really sold. The engines could be pretty cool. I do look forward to seeing a better picture of those because I do have a thing about engines and they can kind of make and break a set for me. But anyway, the best part of this set is hands down the minifigures. Those, if anything, those are the selling point for me. First of all, you do get Beskar Mando with his spear. It's the same one that comes in the new Slave 1. We do get Cara Dune, who I wasn't sure if we were gonna see, but I really like her minifigure a lot, so I'm good with that. Fennec Shand is probably one of my favorites in this set. I was so hoping she would be included, and I love her with that orange helmet. She also appears to have some cool leg printing and comes with her rifle or whatever weapon it is that she carries around. As for Moff Gideon, I really like his cape. I'm bummed about the no leg printing. I think his figure deserved better, but what the heck is he holding? I'm sorry, but am I really looking at a silver lightsaber hilt with a black lightsaber? Because if I am, I'm fuming. Please correct me. Please tell me that that's not what I'm seeing, but I'm pretty certain that I'm just looking at a black lightsaber. That should have been custom molded. I mean, something closer to Godric Gryffindor's sword from the Lego Harry Potter sets would have been better than this. I'll be quite honest, it just doesn't look like the Darksaber. I seriously hope that that's a bad image and that I'm just getting it wrong, but if it really is just a black lightsaber, I'm so disappointed. Anyway, the Dark Trooper, he looks pretty dope. Bulky, got some extra armor, great printing and details all over. A lot of people are going to be really happy with that. He is definitely one of the most interesting, and by himself he probably is a selling point for a lot of people. Okay, next up we have the set that I've been the most excited for, and that is another Clone Wars set. It's set 75316, the Mandalorian Fighter. So this set is $60, and again, one of the ones that I'm the most excited for. It looks so good! Look at how cool Bo-Katan and her other Mandalorian friend look in that starfighter. It just looks so cool. Gar Saxon's minifigure is perfect, looks amazing. He's got a brand new helmet mold, looks flawless. I'm so excited to add him to my collection. Notably, they also have some really cool blasters. I don't think I have any of those, but I like that they're different than just a common Lego blaster because Mandalorians don't run around with your standard run-of-the-mill blaster. I think the ship in general just looks really good. The shape is accurate and interesting. I love the way that they layered those colors. I really am just really excited for this set. And finally, coming up on our last set image, we have set 75307, the $40 advent calendar. It's Mandalorian themed! Look at the baby Grogu in the Christmas sweater, oh my gosh. And just look at that holiday pram. I'm so happy they threw that in there, that just looks awesome. This has great figures. I mean, Mando looks like he's wearing a scarf and maybe a little something else going on with his outfit. I don't know, it looks similar but different, so I guess we'll see. You get IG-11, a stormtrooper with an E-web, a scout trooper, which is great because they're one of my favorite minifigures to collect, and a Tusken Raider. They're not giving away a lot on the cover, which I like because sometimes they show like everything and you're like, okay, well then now what's the point? But we can also see a little Moff Gideon's Cruiser and a TIE Fighter, so I'm really liking both of those, especially the Cruiser. In general, I'm so excited for this advent calendar. I wasn't expecting them to do one based solely around one TV show, so I'm really excited about that, and I can't wait to pick that one up. So that is it, guys. Those are all the leaked images for the summer wave so far. You guys, I'm totally stoked with what we've seen. For me, the sets I'm most excited for are the Bad Batch Shuttle, which I've already pre-ordered, the Mandalorian Fighter, and the Mandalorian Forge with the Armorer, Beskar Mando, and Paz Vizsla. We still have yet to see pictures of that set, but I'm extremely excited for that one, especially because of those figures. That one will probably be releasing around September-ish. And of course we have the UCS gunship and AT-AT, but those also won't be releasing for a while. I really enjoyed just kind of scrolling through these images and talking to you guys about these sets. I'm really excited for these. I think we have a much more impressive wave than we were expecting, and a lot of these turned out much better than I thought they were going to, so quite honestly, I'm thrilled with these. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that I love them all, because it probably means that I'm going to be spending a lot of money. But right now, I'm just going to be focusing on how excited I am about these sets. I hope that you guys are excited about them too and that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, and don't forget to subscribe down below to see my other content. Comment what your thoughts are on the summer wave of LEGO Star Wars 2021 sets. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next time.